so adorable. Playing different musical tunes, and I'm like, that's adorable. Let's play it and see how long that will work.
Yeah.
Welcome to day 17 of the Crafty Boys Advent Calendar for the year 2020.
Can you believe it? Day 17?
My liver can. I remember, was it last year, maybe the year before? I remember we had some incredibly potent Wednesday beer, and then we did the Advent Calendar afterwards.
Yeah.
And I seemed to fall down somewhere.
Yeah.
But I don't know what the beer is yet. It's contained in this secret.
Well, let's not wait any longer. Let's find out.
All right, and it is called. Well, it's a Belgian IPA called Uvavu.
I think Uvavu.
Okay, so I'm bringing up the Instagram. Let's see what they say about this particular beer today. Uvavu, day 17. Today's brew is a Belgian IPA named Uvavu. This temptress of a beer. Ooh. This temptress of a beer uses a subtle sweetness to lure patrons to indulge in more than they had bargained for. Enjoy notes of orange, lemon peel, and white wine with a delicate floral hop. Peachy ester and light clove from Belgian yeast combined with a sugary candy-like mouthfeel from the Belgian candy addition. Firm bitterness with lingering herbal notes. There you go. Uvavu, 6.6% alcohol by volume. I'm popping mine open.
Smells like an IPA.
Oh my. All right, giving it a pour.
That's it gives a very citrusy kind of aroma.
All right.
Kind of reminiscent of grapefruit, actually.
There we go.
Nice head. Decent lacing.
Definitely got some nice rock and roll here. I like it. I like the smell. Okay, here we go. Let's taste this.
Yeah. It's a hazy IPA, is what it seems like.
Yep. This is a decent IPA.
It's a decent hazy IPA. It's not the best one I've ever had, but I've certainly had worse. Yeah, I'm kind of enjoying it. It's nice.
Hello there, Julian. How are you?
Hello.
And of course, more Piper.
Yeah.
I'm assuming he's referring to Piper's Pale Ale from Vancouver Island Brewing.
Oh, clearly.
Sure, yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, exactly. So, there's just a few things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, I was going to say something, but I thought it was funny, and then I thought about it. It's like, no, it's not funny, so I'm not going to say it. So,
my comedy routine died on the way to my brain. Again, a beer that's not very Christmas. Hey, actually, I just realized. Speaking of not being Christmassy, with this particular beer, your lights aren't on back there.
Oh yeah, you're right.
You better turn those babies on. Get some jive. I mean, I'm not even wearing anything interesting today. How can I brighten up the show? Careful, Allie. Okay. All right, there we go. Whew, saved. All right, here we go. So got some lights here, little tiny green Christmas trees. There, that's better. I feel Christmassy already.
I've had a busy night and I didn't think to plug in the Christmas tree lights.
What was going on today?
Well, okay, so I got woken up at 4 a.m. to my kid's car alarm going off.
Yeah.
Thinking genuinely maybe somebody was trying to break into it. But then it went off again at 7 a.m. So that tells me that it's not somebody trying to break into the car. It's just being stupid. So been outside fiddling around with it. Finally, I disconnected the battery. So it won't be going off tonight.
Because there's no battery in the car at all.
Yeah. So, yeah. there's
So it
that.
just kind of like went full on, like rip, rip, or like did it do the little
Yeah.
funny beep thing, or did it go? Oh god! So your neighbors are like, "What the hell?
Yeah.
Why was your kid not dealing with it?"
Because his bedroom is the furthest away from the road. And actually, ours is the closest one to the road. So
Okay. So
we hear it full on, and he does not.
So basically, how did that set the tone for your day for the day 17 of the Advent?
I've been exhausted all day, going to work, dealing with stressful stuff. Of course, I'm on vacation. Tomorrow's my last day, and then I'm on vacation for 2 weeks. Hallelujah!
Nice.
So I'm kind of trying to get some stuff cleaned up off my desk so that nobody else has to deal with it while I'm away. Nice. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Well, I definitely had I had my flu shot yesterday, which I think I mentioned. And then I woke up early this morning and kind of felt ill. I was like, oh, I'm not going to get the flu because the virus is dead. There's no way I could catch the flu or anything. But of course, with anything, you can always, your body starts to go into overdrive to fight off or to make the antibodies and stuff. So I was looking on the BC website about the government website, actually, the feds. And it says, yeah, sometimes people react with their body starts to get into overdrive mode, and you might feel a little ill, but you're not going to get the flu. It's fine.
Yeah.
But yeah. So yeah.
Stuff, Julian. Right.
Yeah, Julian's really involved in our conversation. I can tell that he's really paying attention.
Yeah.
But stuff, fascinating stuff.
Sounds like Spock, actually. Fascinating.
Fascinating. Oh. Well, you see, Julian, this is what happens when you have a long day. You're having a beer, and you really have nothing much to say except for you want to bitch about your day. So I'm sure that Julian had an exciting day of adventuring and parties and maybe found the Ark somewhere.
You know how in Star Trek the Vulcans and the Romulans are related?
Yep. Romulus and Remus, yeah.
I wonder if they're also related to, like the people from Orc. Mork
like
from Orc.
Mork?
Well, because I mean, Mork always was like Nanu Nanu, but it had like the same thing, and they had the breeding and all that. I would like to see a crossover between Mork and Mindy and Star Trek. If
they share the same universe, I could fully support that. That would be amazing.
And I would like to see, Spock go, live long and prosper, and then Mork comes along and goes like, "Hey, Shazbut, Nanu Nanu."
That, there'd be a small audience for that, but it would be epic. It would be very, very cool. Hey, Jules, if you baked banana raspberry bread, I don't know why I don't have some of that right now. Just saying. Pam Dauber, amazing actress, did very well off that series and was highly attractive.
Actually, Pam Dauber, I mean, she was just pretty much along for the ride because especially once Jonathan Winters got there, it was a Jonathan Winters and Robin Williams show, basically. And she was kind of there. It was like living in a powder keg. Not sure when it's going to go off.
I fully support this plan, Julian. But anyway, Pam, I gotta say, the one thing I've noticed about Pam Dauber, I mean, I haven't gone looking for her all that often, but every once in a while, you kind of have a reminiscing moment of, Mork and Mindy was cool, and I want to watch it again. But the one thing I did notice, as I just looked her up the moment ago, she has not aged.
No,
she looks exactly the same as she did back then. A little aging, of course, but but really, if you just kind of glance at her and go, "Hey, that's Pam Dauber," you might go, "That's Pam Dauber from 1979." What? How did that happen? Like, of course, she is married to Mark Harmon, so
Yeah, there you go.
Mark
Is she
Harmon makes
really?
everybody young. Oh yeah, they've been married since the 80s, I think. Forever
Oh
and
wow.
ever. I remember Mark Harmon being on, I don't know, some doctor show, and she was on it briefly.
Was she?
Hmm?
What doctor show was
I'm
that?
trying to remember. I'd have to
Was
look
it
it up.
ER?
Mark Harmon. He
It
was a
wasn't
big
ER.
deal to my mother. I remember that much.
Was it Chicago
um,
Hope?
um, Mark Harmon was a quarterback for the football team. Weird. I don't actually know. I'm looking this up here because I really want to know now. Was he in ER? I seem to remember he was in something.
Proctology Prime.
Love Boat. What? Yes, I'm sure that's what it was. He was in Moonlighting too.
Was he?
Chicago Hope. That's what
Yeah,
it
it
was.
was Chicago Hope. Okay.
And I seem to remember his character died. I think he died. I think he actually died of AIDS. The character, I mean, and it was a big deal back then because at the time that show was out, AIDS was a big deal. I mean, not that it's not a big deal now. I'm just saying it was a much bigger deal back when.
There was a doctor in ER who had his arm chopped off by a helicopter blade. Just saying.
Yes, I remember that. That was the.
That was the guy who was played one of the bad guys in RoboCop.
Exactly. That's
Yeah, the
exactly
guy
what I'm trying to remember his name.
The guy who melted from like all the toxic waste.
Help me get away. Yeah, no, he that guy is actually pretty cool. But yeah, he was like the big bossy guy who was like, everyone's got to do what I say, that kind of thing. And then
they were all like that. Oh, you mean in ER?
In ER,
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, I give it a thumbs up. But anyway, we'll leave it at that. This is only the Advent calendar, and we've had long days, and I'm going to go lie on the couch some more. But Julian, I suspect, will be bringing by some banana and raspberry bread at some point, ready in 25 minutes. And but there you go.
You'll have to describe it for me tomorrow.
I will describe it in great detail, and I'll smear it on my face. But again, thanks for everyone who comes by, and we'll see you tomorrow for day 18 of the live. I was going to say the live beer. No, what is the beer we're having, and what exactly? Or so where is it from? So
it's an IPA. Oh, it's from Peril 49.
There we go.
From the It's a Wonderful Time for a Beer thing.
Exactly. Oh my God! Welcome to Thursday, everyone. See you all later. My phone started talking to me.